What happened when I trusted the hospital to save me, but they operated on the wrong leg instead? I went into surgery expecting relief. Years of pain from an old injury had left my right leg nearly useless. After months of tests and waiting lists, the surgeon finally scheduled a corrective procedure. "We'll fix the damage," he promised. "You'll walk without pain again." I clung to those words like a lifeline. The morning of the surgery, I lay on the gurney, nerves buzzing. A nurse handed me paperwork. My name was correct. The consent form listed right leg surgery. I signed, whispering a prayer that I'd finally have my life back. As the anesthesia crept through my veins, the last thing I heard was the surgeon's confident voice. "You'll be up and walking in no time." But when I woke up, nothing made sense. My left leg was heavily bandaged, elevated, throbbing with pain. Panic clawed at my chest. No, it was supposed to be the right leg," I gasped. The nurse froze. "What do you mean? My right leg? That's the one with the injury. Why is my left leg wrapped?" She stammered. "I'll get the doctor." Minutes later, the surgeon walked in, his face pale. He tried to stay calm, but his voice cracked. "There's been a mistake." I stared at him, disbelief curdling into rage. "A mistake? You operated on the wrong leg." He nodded stiffly, unable to meet my eyes. "Yes, it seems the chart was mislabeled. The surgical team followed protocol, but the marking was wrong." Tears blurred my vision. "So my healthy leg, my good leg, you cut into it?" He swallowed hard. "The right leg procedure will still need to be done, but first we have to let the left heal." I couldn't breathe. The room spun. They had broken me twice over damaged what was whole and ignored what was broken. My mom, sitting in the corner, erupted. How could this happen? Her consent form said right leg. She told every nurse. How could no one check? The surgeon muttered something about systemic error and miscommunication, but I barely heard him. All I could hear was the echo of his promise. "You'll walk without pain again." But now I had 2 damaged legs. The weeks that followed were a blur of agony. I couldn't stand, couldn't shower, couldn't even move without help. My independence gone. I lay in that hospital bed, staring at the ceiling, wondering how a single mistake could steal so much. One night, a nurse I'd grown close to sat by my bed. She whispered, "You're not crazy. We all heard you say right leg." We told him, but he brushed it off, said the chart was clear. He didn't want to waste time double-checking. My chest tightened. It wasn't just an accident, it was arrogance. Eventually, the hospital administrator visited, all polished words and fake sympathy. "We regret what happened. We're conducting an internal review." But I saw the fear in his eyes. They didn't care about me, they cared about liability. Months later, when my left leg finally healed enough, they scheduled the correct surgery on my right. This time, the surgeon marked it with thick black ink. "Right leg only," scrawled across my skin. Too little, too late. The second surgery went fine, but my life was never the same. Physical therapy became my world. I relearned how to walk, step by painful step, both legs bearing scars that would never fade. When I looked in the mirror, I didn't just see the scars. I saw the betrayal. I filed a complaint. Lawyers called. The hospital settled quietly, with money they thought would make me go away. But no amount could undo what they took. My trust, my health, my faith in the system. And yet, through all the rage and grief, one thing kept me moving. The nurse's words, "You weren't wrong, they just didn't listen." Because that's what it came down to. Not charts, not protocols, not systems. Listening. If they had listened to me, I wouldn't carry 2 scars. I wouldn't have lost a year of my life. Now, whenever someone tells me they're going into surgery, I grab their hand and say, make them check, make them mark it, make them listen. Because sometimes the difference between walking out whole or broken forever is whether someone double checks a simple detail. And I'll never forget the day I woke up, looked down, and realized my good leg was gone.